Monday Night Tops. Monday Night Tops. Monday Night Tops.
Welcome to Monday Night Tops, the show that asks the question, are we going to let the elevator bring us down? To which we say, oh no, let's go. Let's go crazy. I am your co-host, Chad Alexander. Please welcome the star of the show. He's the diamonds and the pearls, the party man. He is the sound when doves cry. Give it up for Trumaine Bradley.
Yes, and yes. I love how our man started with, are we gonna let the elevator bring me down? Because I was that fuck on the elevator who didn't press the button. Everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Press the goddamn button, bro. It's New World Order. Wax is my goddamn show. How are we doing tonight? Now what we're gonna do is start this over. I'm going to introduce my best man, my better half. Makes noise for Chad Alexander.
You are damn right, dude. How's it going, man?
I'm feeling fucking fantastic on lockdown.
Although I feel the Prince energy and the NWO energy very, very different, very opposite.
They are fighting. Why? Because we're fighting against this bullshit COVID. All right, we're on lockdown, but we're not gonna let us keep us down. That's what we're not gonna do. Okay. No, but thank you, Chad. Thank you for being with us as always every Monday. Because what the fuck else we're gonna do? Now what we're gonna do is bring up my guest of the night. He opened for Natasha Leggero, Jen Kirkman, and Maiku Kaplan. You may have seen him on this show a few times. Make some noise for my man, Andrew Horneman.
Hey,
I ain't been on stage forever. How you doing, Andrew?
Literally like, okay. Oh boy, we're live. Thank you for having me on the show.
Hey, bro, look, man, they never gonna let me host anything on no rail stage. So fuck it. I gotta have fun somewhere, man. So how you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing, this is the most excitement I had today. This is it.
Well, I'm glad that you're here with us. You do a lot of clips for us. We appreciate it, man. Well, now I want to go ahead and see Andrew and my beautiful co-host. We looking good over here. All right, now tonight's topic are on Monday Night Tops. I love you, got Mr. Miyagi. No, but as y'all know, it's Monday Night Tops with Trumaine Bradley. It's just, a bunch of weird shit. I got some of my friends. We're gonna show some clips. We're gonna talk some shit. We might bust some ghosts. That's how we doing it, because that's how I do it on Monday Night Tops. All right, so tonight's topic is name a movie or show with great music. What does this topic in general mean for you, Andrew?
This means like the picks that I picked were what had great soundtracks. And when I was thinking about this, I was like, oh, this is like my childhood. This is basically movies that I'd watched because I had great music and I didn't care about the content.
I don't think anybody did, because back then, bro, it was the goddamn 90s, goddamn 80s. It didn't matter back then. You see what I'm saying? All right. So what was your criteria when you picked your picks for this evening?
It was stuff that I had soundtracks to. Every movie that the ones that you didn't pick, everything that I just blew out, I had soundtracks to.
Hey, that's
in CD form. CDs.
Are we talking like what's it called? Columbia House, 12 CDs for 1 cent? What are we talking?
Oh, we did that once. That's how I got Nevermind from that.
Okay.
From Nirvana.
I definitely remember that. That was a killer album. But yeah, that was a good one. What about you, Chad? What did this topic mean to you? If you were going to throw some of your picks out there.
It meant everything. It meant memories. It meant summers spending the entire summer spending like just on one song. If I recall the summer of, I think it was Batman Forever. It was all about Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
Yes.
Oh,
that was a goddamn
song.
It's a goddamn classic. You know what's funny? Somebody actually me on my post about that song, and I wasn't mad. I had no idea that song wasn't made for the actual movie. That's some nerd shit for a whole nother hour. What we're gonna get into for this hour is my man Andrew Horneman's picks. For your first pick, Andrew, you chose
Yes.
Forrest Gump. Can you tell us why and what was the craziest part you remember from Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump is probably one of my favorite movies because as a person who's not diagnosed with a mental disorder, I feel very connected to Forrest Gump, just living life confused and making it happen anyway. Like that is my favorite. The music, I had the soundtrack. I think the score and the music, like that 60s, that whole like 50s to 60s, 70 era of music was beautiful.
You know what?
And
I've always go ahead.
Oh, but the craziest part?
Yes.
Because I've watched this movie so many times. My favorite part is when Jenny is walking out and she sees her old house that, her father like molested her in, and she's crying and she's throwing rocks at it. And then there's like a takeaway shot, and you just hear Forrest Gump's voice saying, "Well, sometimes there's just not enough rocks."
That is it was the 90s, man. It's so funny. It's not funny, but it's so interesting how like movies can be so beautiful. And I could be because you saw it from a kid's mind, or it could be because it was just the goddamn 90s. I forget how tragic shit is for Jenny. People like to give her shit, but her life was indeed shit, which actually reminds me, because we need to get into the better parts of Forrest Gump. Chad, can you set us up with Brandon, Maddie, and Noah? Their clip, please.
Sure thing. All I can really say is I kind of want to see a Kids Bop version of the best parts of Forrest Gump. You'll see when you see the clip. Go ahead.
All right, we're reenacting the scene for Forrest Gump where he gets pulled in his line with this crazy dude. Well, not crazy, but he's an activist, all about he's like down with the Vietnam War, and there's like DC, some Vietnam vets who just came back from the war, and Forrest happens to be the first one there. So Forrest is just sitting there waiting for this dude about to call him up. So he then calls up Forrest to the stage.
Hey man, talk about the war. The Vietnam War?
And so Forrest just sat there talking while this crazy dude just pulled out all the cords. And then Forrest came back on and he said,
and that's always gotta say about Vietnam. Forrest! Yay! Forrest! Yay! Forrest! Yay!
And then they saw and kissed, and that was it.
Yes.
Yo. The funniest part is, did you hear how they said at the very end when he said they kissed?
Are they brother and sister?
Yes, but it was beautiful. And the guy who made the clip is he runs this whole channel. So if he it's all good. But tell me this though, Andrew. Isn't it funny when kids curse? And why are you wrong if you say no? Go.
Oh, it's so great. I worked at a preschool, and I would smile so much when kids would swear in the backyard or the playground, the backyard. When I'm talking about it, that sounds weird, but in the playground, it's so great. And what is wrong? If you're wrong, because you're not like a fucking human being. Like, children swearing is hysterical. Like, I had a kid one time say, "I'll fuck you up, poopy head." And it was the funniest thing ever.
The funniest part is they say poopy head, so it like completely cancels out anything that could cancel them in the future. That's what the cancel culture is missing. You have to have a cutesy word after whatever awful you're gonna say. Otherwise, they be like, "Nah, you're gonna be surviving R. Kelly soon." All right, look. So that. It's okay because we got him. We got him, America. We got him. All right. So for the audience's first pick, though, and what's it called? Chad, can you please set us up with Eric's clip?
Sure can. This is Eric. He's all I can say is if I looked up IMDb and searched his name, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a credit on the show.
Hey, my name's Eric. When I think of a show with the best music, I think of the show Scrubs. I used to watch that with some friends back when I was in college. If you want to follow me on social media for the steaming hot takes on communism and guillotines, you can find me at Eric Zachary 1977 on the Twitter, Eric Zachary on Facebook.
I will say this. The one thing I love about that clip is knowing that out of anybody who's watching this video, Eric, I know he shared this video. God damn it. I know he shared it. Okay. I don't think I realized how smart that was. Never mind. That's neither here nor there. Okay. So Andrew, tell me this. What was the craziest thing you remember from Scrubs? You've seen it, right?
Crazy? Yes, I've seen a handful of episodes. I remember Scrubs being like the anti-Grey's Anatomy. Like there was a commercial of like how to save a life. They're like, how to save a life. And then one of the doctors in Scrubs just takes a guitar and just beats it down. It's just like, we're not fucking Grey's Anatomy.
I do not remember that trailer. That just goes to show we've been on lockdown for too damn long. But that was rich. Chad, can you please set us up with Jeremy's clip?
Sure, it's Jeremy. I would, between Eric and Jeremy, I would take a reboot of Scrubs just with the two of them playing everybody, pretty much. They're great.
Nope. It's all good. It's all good. We're about to get.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Brown, and this is a clip from Scrubs when we find out that there is a time and a place for the truth. Eagle! Hiya, my name is Robert Kelso, and I like whores. Now, why don't I introduce myself that way? Because there is a time and a place for the truth. Now take Dorian's intern, for example. Brendan. He told his patient that he was performing a spinal tap for the first time. And what was the patient's reaction? She started to hyperventilate, and then she took a hit of what she thought was an oxygen tank, but it was actually helium from pediatrics, and then she screamed, "I'll kill you, bitches!" And we all thought it was hilarious. Oh, it was hysterical. You know what wasn't funny? When the patient ran out of the room screaming, tripped and fell, and then broke her femur. Now she's threatening to sue the hospital. And because Ted is our lawyer, what's going to happen? Girlfriend's gonna get paid.
That's so good.
I fucking love Jeremy. Just that's so beautiful. All right, tell me this though. Tell me this though, Andrew. What was the last injury that you faked, and why would your current job be upset to find out about it? Go.
The last injury I faked. This was when I was driving. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. This was me Uber driving, and it was pretending that I was driving a car that was good to go. It wasn't. I literally put my ID on the pass. I put my ID on the dashboard to cover the check engine light.
Oh, welcome to capitalism. You got to keep it going, man.
Hey, you know who had an answer for that? Eric, let's go ahead and play Eric. I'm just joking. Don't play his shit. Don't play saying shit. Hey, no, but for real though, the guy who's engineering today is his first day, and he is killing it. It's my man Daniel. We fucking love you. I am crying. Andrew, that is by far one of the funniest things I've ever heard. And Daniel, you're killing it. But Andrew, that was fucking hilarious. All right. wait.
Thank you.
No, rewind. Where do you put your ID and why do you do it? Action.
On the dashboard to cover the check engine light.
Hi,
To
my
cover
name
the
is
check
Darren
engine
Brown,
light.
and this is a clip.
Oh fuck, this is too funny. All right, man, I can't with him. All right. Look for all right, Andrew. For your next pick, this is so fucking funny. I'm crying already, and not in a good way. If anybody who's been watching past few weeks. All right. So for your second pick, you chose Pulp Fiction. Can you tell us why and what was the craziest part of Pulp Fiction? Go.
That was a soundtrack that I listened to the shit out of. And it was like, I think it was the first rated R movie I saw. I was like 10 or 12. I don't know. I loved the music. And the craziest part is when Uma Thurman does cocaine in the bathroom and just says, I say, goddamn. That's always the queen. Like, that is. Because
so funny.
Every time I want to do that. I want to do that in a crowded, I want to do that. And I know she gets overdosed and that's crazy, but the coolest part for me is just doing it in a public bathroom. Maybe
you know
so
what?
much crazy shit. That's my thing.
There's something about the 90s and stand-up comedy. Okay, now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the next clip. Chad, can you set us up with Jess Reddy's clip, please?
Yeah, another one of my favorites, Jess. I just want to say that I too struggle with the idea that I might not know where all the good burgers live, and that I am missing out on many, many tasty burgers. Go and roll the clip.
Hi, my name is Jess Reddy, and I'm talking about Pulp Fiction. In this scene, Sam Jackson and I wanted to say Bruce Willis because subconsciously I want to talk about Die Hard 3. But this is not Die Hard 3. Bruce Willis plays another character, John Travolta. Sam Jackson and John Travolta are picking up payment for some illicit goods for their boss. I don't know exactly what it was. And I feel like the payment was gold. I don't know if that comes into play later in the movie because I honestly don't remember much of this movie. But in this scene, these guys in the shitty apartment that they're getting the payment from are having Big Kahuna burgers for breakfast, and Sam Jackson makes fun of them for having burgers for breakfast. So he asks to have one of their burgers, and of course, he's the muscle for, I forgot the character's name, but he's the muscle for that guy. So of course they're gonna let him have your burger. And he really likes it. And it made me kind of wish that I had a burger, or that at least that this chain had burgers that in real life, I feel like they'd have really good fries. Oh, then he tells them what John Travolta, almost said Bruce Willis again, what John Travolta tells him earlier in the movie, which is that a quarter pounder in France is called a Royale with cheese, which isn't entirely accurate because it wouldn't be with cheese. It would be au fromage, which is cheese in French. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Apparently there's a restaurant called Royale with cheese in Michigan or something. Anyway, I wonder if they have good burgers. So the scene ends with John Travolta getting the payment while Sam Jackson is drinking their sodas. And it glows. So maybe it's plutonium. Maybe this was the Back to the Future Quentin Tarantino crossover we always hoped for and never got. But either way, it cuts off before all this iconic stuff happens with the fake Bible verse, the swearing. You don't even really get Sam Jackson to say an F word in this scene. And if Sam Jackson says an F word and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Chad, I'm so sick of you with these goddamn gifts, bro. You're the only person I figured out how to be a piece of shit with in silence. It's like it's like you know it goes you and Donald Trump. No, let me stop because you're not tweeting, so you're okay. All right.
Oh man, like you're gonna put me in that camp, dude?
No, you're not in that camp. Hey, you know you're an ally, and you got on a black shirt, Chad. You know you're okay.
Well, because it was. If he supported Trump, he's speaking right now, live. There's a Republican convention.
Oh, he is? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
right now.
You know,
I'm going to watch.
I felt a cloud of privilege over this show. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, here's the thing. What can I say? All right, here's the thing, though. Andrew, I love when you go to Obama and Kamala. Yes, see, it's so right, but it's so backhanded, but it's so right. I get it. Don't worry.
She's guilting me.
I'm with her this time. Okay, look, this is the thing. Andrew, yes. Samuel Jackson has been in Star Wars. He's been in Marvel movies. He's been in Tarantino movies. Is he or is he the baddest motherfucker on earth? And show your work. Go.
Yeah. Wait, yes? Like, here's the thing. I think that that's a character. I think when everything is God, the cameras are God, he is just done swearing. He is like, he's like, sir, that's just an act. Like, that's not who I am. Like,
all of a sudden he has like an English accent, like, sir, I am appalled.
Yeah. When I turn this off, my voice is 3 octaves lower. I don't know if you know that, but I sound like a man when I.
Jesus Christ! Like the sad thing is, I remember in when we were in our virtual green room, you were like, "So, how does the show go?" All right, I'm sorry, boss. My name is John Coffin.
Oh God! If Samuel Jackson was in the Green Mile but just had a big suit on,
it wouldn't even be called the Green Mile. It would just be called Atlanta. Okay. All right. So this is the thing. I said it. It's okay. All right. So if you're enjoying the show so far and you want to help us keep the electricity on, you want to help me show up to this goddamn thing early, I'm gonna need you to do us a favor. I'm gonna need you to give with all your heart. And go ahead, Daniel, put up that Patreon. Yeah, you're going into me. We're gonna need that Patreon. But go ahead and check out our Patreon site. Yes, give us all your monies. All right, all of it. Okay. Check us out at www.patreon. And I'm gonna keep saying it like that until I get some money that allows me to actually get away with saying it like that. .com/Monday Night Tops. There are 3 different levels to show your support. You can get all the details on the page. Daniel can hit us with the next graphic, that Venmo. Hell yeah. Part 2, give us all your monies. You can do it one time. You can just either hit us up on Venmo or on Cash App. Any little bit helps. We have a lot of big plans for this show. There's a lot of moving parts, so we definitely can use your help, and you should invest in something that's going to be even doper in the future. All right. Because if you can donate with cash, that'd be great. Otherwise, just show us some love. Share, comment, like all of our videos. We love you. You are the best. Can you bring us back into that 3 shot? We're about to do some videos. All right. For the audience's second pick, though, Chad, can you set us up with Brandon's clip, please?
It's Brandon. He's the one that pays the bills, gives us the platform. Great guy. I really want to know in this clip why he felt the need to embody the spirit of Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm convinced the sunglasses he has on are not transparent at all. Go ahead and roll the clip.
What's up? My name is Brandon, and a movie that I love that has great music is Baby Driver. In fact, it reminds me of the scene of the two girls eating a hot dog out of the to-go container.
Hey, that guy, he helps us pay the bills. And I love that, like, the minute he gets on camera, you almost want to, like, go, like, zoom in and hit you with the, I'll be back. And he just drives his car into the police station.
He just sinks into a waiting pool of pudding while giving the thumbs up all the way down. Like,
that was a Terminator 2 reference. I'm such a nerd. Oh, please help us. Give us money. All right. So thank you, Brandon. So Andrew, what was the craziest part of the movie that you haven't seen? You already know who's in it. The usual suspect is in it. Let's discuss it. What's some crazy stuff that you have noticed in your search of Baby Driver?
I saw the first half hour of Baby Driver.
Did you watch it for tonight?
Of course I did, but I paid $4 for it, so I'm going to watch the rest of it after the show. I have 24 hours to watch this goddamn movie, which also it seems great. It's like, it feels like a top shelf mediocrity. It's just like, we know we're gonna make money off of it. Let's hire enough actors. These actors are in their 50s playing people that are stealing. They're trying to act young, and it seems great. Baby's great. He signs with I don't know. He's signing with, I think, his uncle or somebody who's deaf. Baby has
we actually got the time from him to get this clip. You're in for a rare treat. It's hard to believe we got him.
Oh, I want to see this. What we got? What?
Okay, so this is from the movie Baby Driver. I've never seen it. When I saw this clip, don't want to see it at all. And God, I guess it's a crime movie where you have Kevin Spacey, who, this was definitely before the Me Too movement. He is like a mafia guy. And then there's John Hamm, that's acting way too young for his age. Like, that haircut he should not have that haircut. And he's making out with this woman that's, half his age. And and then there's this guy who's bullying this child. I'm assuming this is the Baby Driver, and he's going to help them with some fucking heist. And he's harassing him. And he calls him, I don't even like it, the R word. It's R word? What am I saying? He said, I can't even say it, but he's harassing this Baby Driver. And he is like, he takes off, it's like it's child. It's the only one that's playing the appropriate age part. And so he's wearing sunglasses. This guy who's harassing him, he takes off the sunglasses, and he's like, and Baby Driver's like just stoic. He's just listening to an iPod and being stoic, just like, I don't care. Like, he's trying to be a badass. He's like, like, the guy who's harassing him, he pounds on the glasses, then Baby Driver puts the glasses on, then they're on an elevator, and everybody leaves, and Kevin Spacey's like, we're going down. Wait, Kevin Spacey is with the child. Good luck commenting on that video. I hear the guest is an asshole. Okay, bye.
A very special guest.
I hate myself so much. That was bad. There's a lot of great reenactments, and I'm like, cringe. But I watched more of the movie. Boy, was it hard.
You drink while watching you was like the most meta. Like it felt very pretentious. Like this felt like a Wes Anderson film in a way. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of like self gratification, and we watched you gratify yourself. Okay, look, dude, this sounds really weird. All right.
Let me
Andrew,
jerk right now. You can't even see me.
Can you? All right, Andrew. Though, do you
What?
know the person in the clip? And why? wait. Do you know the person in the clip? 1 and 2. Why would they say good luck explaining this clip? Go.
Okay, that was me. Do you know the person? That was my twin? Oh my God.
It's like a TSA question.
Everybody was editing it and I was just rambling. And man, I'm like, good luck trying to decipher that.
You see, this is why we need people to give money to our Venmo. We done ran out of people.
Yeah, whatever. Thank you for having me. You guys, I love doing these clips. This one I had a hard double dipped.
You double dipped, and we love having you because you always crush it every single time. Well, are you doing that? I've never seen you do that dance on any stage. Are you doing that because I'm on this goddamn show? Andrew, are you doing this goddamn?
No, like when I'm in I'm trying to. I don't have a job. I am unemployed, and I'm taking up dancing.
Oh my God! I'll be honest, man. Your answer was pitch perfect. All right, look. See, this is the thing. It's the thing. We're gonna go ahead and take a random commercial break. But when we get back, we're gonna get into film degrees of separation, one of your favorite parts, and obviously my favorite part. But before we do that, we have a word from our sponsor. Go ahead and run them.
All right, this quoting got me completely messed up. It's messing up my mood. It's messing up my brain. I'm not gonna lie, my liver not feeling too good either. I need all this fixed. I need something to put in my drink. I don't want no calories, and I want it done in minutes. Oh, hey, I know you were just watching me over here, talking to myself. My name is Trumaine Bradley, host of Monday Night Tops with Trumaine Bradley. If these things that I said to me sounds like things that you say to you, don't wait for that person to give you a stress relief, because you're supposed to be having 6 feet between people. So instead, put your own stress relief into a drink. Try Elevate. Put 2 of these squirts in your drink. It will make you feel better in minutes. And it's CBD, so it is legal here in Texas. If it's legal in your state, you need to put some of this in your drink. Elevate, powered by AMMA. On your www internets, type in AMMAhealing.co/products/elevate to purchase. At checkout, use the code BLC for 15% off to get you through the quoting. This will elevate your drinking game, but please use this product responsibly.
My name's Teddy, and I've been working at State Farm for 16 years. It's a pretty good job. We get smoke breaks. Right now, they letting us work from home and shit. But a couple years ago, we started doing this thing called collateral damage insurance for the Avengers. Hey, on God, fuck the Avengers. Yeah, they saved the world and shit. But half of the time, they saving the world from shit that they started. Every single one of them motherfuckers on some bullshit. How come they can't just save the world quietly and softly and shit? They don't give a fuck about nobody's property. So that Michael Bolton looking ass one with the hammer destroyed some alien shit, but also destroyed my favorite Starbucks. One time the big green one landed on my car. Asked my job if they cover it. They did, because once again, this is a good job, but they didn't replace the leather seats though. Fuck the Avengers.
All right, so there's this guy. His name's Stanley Ipkiss, and he's a banker, and he's a pushover. Everyone, like his landlord, his bosses, his strangers. You might as well call him the floor because everybody's walking on him. And then he also has his dog. His dog is Wishbone, and he's like, "Hey, what's the story, Wishbone?" And Wishbone's like, "You're gonna find a mask on a body. It's not a body. It's garbage." And he puts on the mask. And he gets a green face, and he turns into a cartoon. And he gets to do whatever he wants. He's got hammers. He's got guns. He goes, "Ooh," like stuff like that. And then he's running around, and the landlady's like, "You better not." And he's like, "I'm gonna jump around. You can't tell me what to do anymore." And then he robs a bunch of banks, and then he gets real confident. He's like, "Hey, Cameron Diaz, do you want a piece of the pie?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do want a piece of the pie." And then there's a bad guy boss man. He's like, "You better not steal my girlfriend." He's like, "I'm gonna steal your girlfriend." And then there's a bunch of fighting, and then he also starts to get involved with a coworker, and that's not good in this day and age in 1994. And then she betrays him, and then he gets captured, and they get the mask, and then the bad guy wears the mask, and he's got a big funny face, and he's real rude. And then Wishbone's just like out and buys his butt, and then the mask comes off, and then Jim Carrey wears the mask, and there's a bomb, and the bomb's gonna blow up, and he grabs it, and he goes, "Whoop," and he's like, "Bon appetit," and it goes boom, and they lived happily ever after until the sequel came out straight to DVD.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure? Is it watching cheesy Christmas romances, no matter what time of year it is? For Holly Cuomo and Scarlett Alexandra, this is it. These two host the Netflixmas podcast, where they talk about the best, the worst, and the cringiest Christmas romances from all your favorite streaming services. You can listen today on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. And don't forget to check out their Patreon for bonus episodes. Have a very merry Netflixmas and a sappy new year.
All right. Welcome back. Elevate your drinking game like I was. Please get Elevate. Can you go ahead and throw up that graphic for Elevate? Yes, let's pay some bills. AMMA is a great company, and CBD is legal here in Texas again. So if it's legal where you are, go ahead and put some of that in your drink. Go online, order Elevate. Use the code BLC for 15% off, and it works in minutes. Protect your brain. Elevate yourself. All right, let's come back to that one shot. All right, cool. Shout out to Carter. He has a show here on Big Laughs Comedies called Geeked Out. Please make sure you check it out. And also thank you to my nemesis, my enemy, Luke Severai. Luke, I need a rematch. I still love you though. Watch his show. Wait, what? On this network as well, Big Laughs Comedy, and also Netflix Xmas podcast. Where we have Holly and Scarlett talking about all those cheesy Christmas movies that everyone loves to hate on. You know, I love to do it. I do it on my page all the time. Make sure you check them out on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, and their Patreon has bonus episodes too. So make sure you check them out. But now we done paid our bills. We into my favorite part, film degrees of separation. Go ahead and put up the rules. Hell yeah. People have to be connected by the roles. You can only use actors and directors, no TV show connections. 1 point for correct answer. This is how you get your points. 5 points if you are first. And this is based off the first right answer. If it's wrong, I'm just giving you 5 points. And 3 points if you make the connection in fewer than the films asked. Like if I tell you to connect, if I tell you to connect if I tell you to connect two actors, you're gonna have to go ahead and do them in under 3 films or less, and then you're gonna have to do it within the 10 minutes. Go ahead and go to the next slide, please. Awesome. So go ahead and connect Nicolas Cage and Denzel Washington in 3 films or less. Again, that's Nicolas Cage and Denzel Washington, 3 films or less. Next month, the winner will get a $75 gift card. Nothing I'm touching. It's all virtual, but we definitely need another stimulus check, and that's as much stimulating as I can do. You have 10 minutes. You can answer as many times as you want. If you see something that looks right, go ahead and copy it, because you never know. Get that money. Get your money, boo-boo. Let's go ahead and get back into that 3-shot, please. Hell yeah. Now, for your last pick, Andrew, we're to one of my favorite parts. You chose Mortal Kombat. Can you tell us why? Actually, I'm going to start it like that. Tell me why you would bring up Mortal Kombat of all goddamn movies. I need to go with that first.
This is a little bit like behind the scenes because you were like best movies, and I'm like, I gave you like 5 or 6, and they were like deep cut musicals. Probably never heard of Evita, or I don't know. I put Brokeback Mountain had a great soundtrack. But like, I was like, what's a movie? I was kind of pandering, but then it was back to my childhood. I owned Mortal Kombat. Like, that was me. My attempt of trying to be Butch was more like getting the Mortal Kombat soundtrack was like the best thing. And just hearing that like opening song, Mortal Kombat, it's just like people are just, it's like dancing, but they're fighting and killing each other.
It's like dancing, but for fighting. Okay. That's the 90s, God damn it. And let me go ahead and throw this out because I had a feeling you're gonna bring that shit up. All right, the only reason why I didn't choose Brokeback Mountain was because I haven't finished Brokeback Mountain. And I know how it ends, but God damn it, I want to see it first before I discuss it. So that was my fault. I did it because I want to watch that goddamn movie. It's 2020, God damn it. I don't gotta
you don't want to watch Baby Driver.
I don't want to watch that shit. I want to watch Brokeback Mountain. Don't ask me why. Okay, look. So what's the craziest part of Mortal Kombat though? Go.
It's the bad guy, Shanghai. That's not his name, but like oh God. Luke, I can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry.
Part of me wants you to do it because you might get canceled by the end of it. So go ahead and pronounce it.
I'm insensitive. Cancel me. Fine. I'm trying my best. The bad guy, there's another guy who he starts fighting him. He's
fighting?
He kills it. He takes his soul. He says, "Your soul is mine." And then puts his hand on the guy, and the guy turns like blue. Like he's a black man who's super ripped. And then his whole body is just like, and just goes into like a deep shot. And then he just looks at the camera and says, "Fatality." Like this is a teenager film or like a child film. I saw this when I was 8, and I'm like, he killed a guy. But I remember that from the arcade game. So it's okay, right? It was so disturbing. It still is disturbing. He took his soul by putting his hand on somebody. Just like
You know what's so funny? That was like the best movie ever when I was a kid. The more I hear you talk about it, the more I hate this movie. Not saying I don't like you. I just say I'm like remembering. I'm like, God, this movie was awful. All right, Chad.
But the music was fun.
What? All right, man. Chad, do you remember?
It was like the best. Oh yeah, I remember Mortal Kombat. Like the soundtrack to the movie was like the best of the worst of NBA arena theme songs. Like dun 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 dun. And yeah, I just wanted to see someone dunk. That was it.
That is so funny. All right, that's rich. That's all I need to hear. Chad, can you set us up with Josh's clip, please?
Sure. What I'll say is he mocks someone that's fragile enough to get hurt by falling on a craft services table. But I mean, you take a salt shaker to the right part of the spine and it's Dunsville, man. Roll the clip.
Hi, I'm Josh Firestein, and today I'll be reviewing the movie Mortal Kombat from 1995. Fun fact about the movie Mortal Kombat, I've never seen it. So I really don't know what's going on in this clip. So I'm going to give you, I guess, my interpretation of what's going on in this clip. I've seen a few movies. Maybe I'll be able to understand what's going on. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, so basically a couple white kids just come in and just kick a bunch of guys' asses, and then some cool video game music plays. That was pretty cool. I kind of wanted to dance just a little bit. But not like dance, just be like, I don't know, like karate dance. My daughter karate dances. It's pretty cool. That's it. I don't know what else. I mean, it's weird. It was 95, so cultural appropriation wasn't really a thing back then. Everyone was just cool with, Johnny Quest just running through, Veronica Vaughn just kicking ass. those guys, they had no shirts on. Maybe that's why they lost the fight. I don't know. They all got knocked out pretty quick too, by the way. Like, just like this one guy got thrown on a table full of food, and he was just done. He was out. And I watch UFC, and it takes a lot to knock someone out. Like those guys hit hard, man. Like, sometimes you see like cool knockouts on the street, like a drunk guy getting knocked out. But then it was weird at the end. The guy was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do about them? Can you beat them? Just kidding. They're my friends, and you're my friend." I don't know what's going on here. The video game was better. That's all I'll say. The video game was better.
God damn it, he's right. The video game was better. Okay. What else can you say? I'm like, the 90s has taught me anything. It taught me that I don't know shit about what I liked in the goddamn 90s. But I also like Nicolas Cage, so I can't really say much about much. So, Andrew, if they did a Mortal Kombat remake, who should direct the movie, one? And two, why should Disney give us a voucher after trying to charge us $30 goddamn to watch Mulan? Go.
First question, Mortal Kombat should be directed by Ang Lee. That would be the best. Who also directed Brokeback Mountain, you son of a bitch. But he also directed Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And so and the Hulk. The bad one, but like the subtle, it would be great. It would be beautiful drama with action, and then it would just ease you into the campy. He wouldn't try to be campy. He would try to make it like realistic, like those live action Pokemon videos.
If I'm not mistaken, he did Life of Pi. So I'm here for Ang Lee. Like, this motherfucker. He
did.
Like, the truth and a half. I will watch that movie in IMAX, not with y'all nasty, not y'all, but everybody else is nasty. So I'm watching that shit at the crib. All right, look, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
And then Mulan, isn't it just coming on Prime? Isn't it just coming on Prime? The people
it's not
pre-order that shit.
It's coming on Disney Plus. It costs
Disney Plus,
goddamn dollars, and we don't get no Szechuan sauce. So why should Disney give us a motherfucking refund for the movie that we haven't paid for, but we know we are going to go?
$30 is a lot.
A lot of fucking money.
Don't.
Chad, did you hear about that?
Hamilton.
Look at you.
I watch Hamilton for free.
Yeah,
I would pay $30. Nah, I don't know.
Well, no, because Black Lives Matter, so you would pay $30. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. It's okay. I said it, and yep, goddamn it, do the head. Yep, the goddamn right. That's what that head means. The goddamn right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go into the audience's last pick. Chad, can you set us up with Beth? Clip, please.
Sure thing. Beth, just telling us what we all love about movies with great soundtracks and shows with great soundtracks. It's the right time, the right scene, the right song, and the feels make with the reels. Go and roll the clip.
Hi, my name is Beth, and one of the shows that I love that introduced me to some of the greatest music ever was the OC. In fact, that show, aside from the entire soundtrack being amazing, it introduced me to one of my favorite songs, which is Don't Give Up on Me by Solomon Burke. And yeah, it just gets me all up in the feels.
Okay, I heard that. And Beth, really funny comic. Thank you, Beth. So Andrew, did you ever watch the OC? Were you into the OC?
I think I have I think I've looked up cast members from the OC and jerked off to them. Okay. I think I definitely have done that.
Okay. So you wait. Rewind that. I don't think I really heard you. You said you looked up cast members from the OC and did what action?
Jerked off like that.
Right, that's what you said. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep moving.
Dawson's Creek, the same.
Okay. That's okay. That's different. That was the 90s. That was a WB. You know, the
OC was like early 2000s. The OC.
Yeah. No, that was the CW, which was technically WB, but just like not good. Chad, did you watch the OC?
No, but I mean, once you saw one WB show or CW show, you saw them all. It's a different coast, a different body of water. It's all the same thing.
Oh, very true. Very true. Even though the Wayans brothers deserve to have a season finale. We need to come back to that. All right. So cool. Can you, Chad, set us up with Sarah's clip? Sarah, one of our producers.
Yeah, this is Sarah. It got me thinking, like, I never thought I would view the OC in the context of like a Netflix murder series, but this has got me thinking about a reboot.
All right, so it just took like 5 shots. So my scene is of like some 12-year-old going up to a house, knocking on a door, I guess, and like the lady comes out and she's just like at the door and she's just like has it barely open, so clearly like she doesn't want him to see what's inside, right? And so it kind of gets my mind going, and I'm just like, all right, she's got a guy tied up in there somehow, some way, or she just killed somebody. Either one works, right? And so then he goes back to his friends, who are also 12, and he's just like, you know, I honestly forgot, This took me 5 takes, because I tried to do it on Snapchat, and it's not. Why? So I took about 5 tequila shots in the last 5 minutes. I also painted this. I'm not finished, but I think this is me trying to tell myself something.
All right. This is the thing, Andrew. I have a quick question for you. Really quick question. Did you realize when Sarah yelled "why," she was talking to the stereo? And why am I about to start crying with laughter? Go.
I mean, I think when you drink a lot, you expand your consciousness and start yelling at things. Like, I think that, like, I get it. You're like, what? Well, why that song? You just get like super. Oh man, I hope I didn't bust anybody's ears doing that.
No, you're just helping us get more sound effects, because you probably didn't see the episode because you don't give a shit. There was an episode I used sound effects, and you know, shut the fuck up. You don't care. You got on this goddamn Zoom and said, "Hey," you said, "Trumaine, I'm be honest, I ain't never seen this goddamn show. I've seen my clips." And I was like, "Wait a goddamn second. This is my show." He's like, "Yeah, it is, but fuck it, I'm here. Let's go." And I was like, "All right, Andrew, thank you for being here."
Wow, there's the bus, and you just rode it. Like, wow. I'm just under the.
It's true. It's true. The only reason why I did that is I'm making a point. I told you and everybody else, watch your stuff and then keep moving. I completely understand. I get it. I get it. I understand. Everybody else, y'all watch it and y'all give money to me. But Andrew, I understand. You do what you're supposed to do, baby. You do what you got to do. All right. So for everybody out there, your 10 minutes is done with the game. So if you're leaving answers, we ain't accepting anymore. But now it is time for my favorite part of the game, where I get to make my co-host and my guests squirm a little bit. It's time for Dubs and Trumaines. Yes, that's Dubs and Trays. With this part of the game, it's where I ask my co-host and I ask my guests to answer the same random degrees of separation question that I posed to the audience. They're gonna have 30 seconds each to do so. If the guest gets the answer right, then we're gonna go ahead and give everybody dubs. You're gonna get double the points. If my guest and my co-host get the answer right, that's right, you're gonna get Trumaine. You're gonna get triple the points. Points that you've already accumulated with your right answers that you did during right after halftime. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and start with you, Andrew. Let's come into that two shot. We're gonna be right with my man Andrew. Yeah, I know you ready. I know you ready, baby. You're gonna have 30 seconds because I know you know your movies. Wait, you gotta wait for it. You gotta wait for it. You gotta connect Denzel Washington and Nicolas Cage in 3 films or less. 30 seconds. Go.
Jesus.
No.
Robert Zemeckis directed Flight with Denzel Washington.
Okay.
And he also directed Family Man starring Nicolas Cage. Which I'm hoping that's right. Like I'm thinking, it looks like a movie that Robert Zemeckis would.
You know what's funny? I know Nicolas Cage, but that answer is white enough that I'm gonna say it's right. I'm gonna say it's right because Robert Zemeckis. It's like, if is it really white? Then he probably directed it. The only thing about Flight, that's the thing. Denzel doesn't count because Denzel's like, he transcends all race. So you could have had anybody in that movie, which was a great movie. I mean, that wasn't a black character; it was a Denzel character. Great movie.
Yeah, that line. He was all like, "I was drunk on October 12th, 13th, 14th. I'm drunk right now."
Man, that's.
I sound like I'm.
You did. You sound like Denzel Washington. Okay, I'm gonna give that to you. I might look it up. Someone might be in the comments like, "Well, actually, fuck it. It's my show. I love you as a guest." I'm gonna say that's dub. So now it's gonna be right. Oh, before I do that, is there anything that you have to plug? Anything that you got coming up, baby?
Just follow me on Instagram, Horneman on Instagram.
Okay. All right. Hey, you know what? I thank you for being on. I love you. We're gonna stick around because we're gonna have a little bit more with you.
I don't get an answer.
But I know you're gonna answer. That's why I'm letting my man Andrew know. Thank you. Now it's on you, Chad. We're gonna go into that 2 of you. You got 30 seconds to get everybody Trumaine. So
I don't even need it, man. Like I already
shit. Okay, go ahead.
I already had the link, man. The man himself. This is the link. Denzel Washington with Samuel L. Jackson and Mo Better Blues. Samuel L. Jackson with Nick Cage and Amos and Andrew.
Oh, I forgot about that movie. Goddamn 90s. That's a classic. Good for you.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Goddamn Jackson. You know what? Motherfucker. You guys got Trumaine. That's triple the points. Thank you, Chad. My better half, man. You do this every Monday, but is there anything else coming up besides our show next week?
That's it. That's it. That's all I'm doing. If you got a garage with a mic and like 3 people in it, kind of feeling like doing some stand up here, kind of feeling itchy about getting back out there. I don't know. Could catch the COVID. I'm scared about that. But otherwise, I will be in here Monday night with you.
Hey, Chad, I fucking love you. Love you, Andrew. Man. Y'all gonna stick around because I'm gonna have a little bit more with y'all. But for right now, me and you, we done. We're gonna come into that one shot for me though. All right, it's time for True Blackout Report. Cool. So we've talked about a lot of movies this evening. A lot of great films that had great songs because, as you know, a great song it can change your life. But a great song in a movie can change your everything, your entire being. Because not only does a great song in a movie change you, but your environment changes. Okay. Songs can instantly convey a mood like nothing else. But when you pair that with the giant screen in a dark theater, well, it has the ability to create a lifetime of memories. Just like that scene from Fear where Marky Mark gives one of those finger rides to Reese Witherspoon while on that roller coaster to the cover of Wild Horses. All the way to the gangsters getting shot at the end of Casino to Wild House of House of the Rising Sun playing right before Joe Pesci's demise. All the way down to David Bowie calling the walk-off in Zoolander to Ben Stiller giving himself a famous moose knuckle wedgie during Michael Jackson's Thriller. Music creates magic. And, well, that just leaves me with my picks. All right, for my first pick, I chose The Wonder Years. I love The Wonder Years because the theme song was done by Joe Cocker. This song was a soulful cover of the Beatles classic High with a Little Help from My Friends. Only this time, Joe had a little help from a black choir. But originally, the Beatles, they took their style from a little guy named Little Richard, which is basically white taking from black, borrowing from white, which was, again, originally taken from black. It's pretty much the story of America, just told through melody. But I was thinking, if the Wonder Years was developed today, the same way that the song was produced then, that would only mean that the Wonder Years was originally written by Tyler Perry. How you doing? Bad, Kevin. Real bad. For my next pick, I went with Godzilla 2000. I love the movie Godzilla 2000, which is a statement that has been said by no man. Gender irrelevant. That movie was awful. And I liked it, but I still know the movie was awful. All right. The soundtrack from Godzilla 2000, it was so goddamn good that you forgot there was a fucking Godzilla 2000. All right. That decade was such a crazy time that we allowed Puff Daddy to remix a Led Zeppelin song without adding anything to a goddamn Led Zeppelin song. I think it was Hollywood's way of saying, for now, Black lives, they do matter. Awful. All right, look, in the 2000s, Puff Daddy redid Led Zeppelin, and that was a big time move. So we want to take things a little bit bigger in 2020. We want to A, abolish the police, and then B, we want to have 50 Cent do a version of Don't Stop Believing. So we will abolish the police. And let me tell you, that's something I won't stop believing in. And this is the thing. If 50 Cent survived getting shot 9 times, you know he can survive getting a little bit of backlash from redoing a Journey song. Plus, you saw when he did the Ja Rule. So you know 50 Cent don't give a fuck. Just like whoever wrote Godzilla 2000. All right, for my next pick, I went with Almost Famous. Almost Famous was so good that it made people forget the movie was slightly about sexual child abuse. The male character, hear me out, the male character, William, was 15. So he could have never consented to that adult orgy, nor could he have said that he wanted to actually be in it. But no one complained. Why? Because the music in the background was oh so smoothing. To be honest, that film went from sexual assault on screen to the fake bass player from the Almost Famous band Stillwater getting accused of sexual assault in real life. You can look this up. So this movie taught us that if a performance is too good to be true, arrest his ass. Because that creep did that shit before. For my next pick, I want to go with the movie Armageddon. I fucking love this movie. Mainly because the theme song was so goddamn good, people forgot the movie was goddamn awful. It's me. I'm people. I forgot it's awful and I do not care. All right. One of my all-time favorite movies. I love it. And I know the movie is absolute dog shit. Okay. But name another movie where Ben Affleck is about to have a sex scene with the daughter of the person singing the same song they're about to screw to. Look, Liv Tyler was about to have sex to a Steven Tyler song and nobody had shit to say about it. That's how goddamn wild the 90s were. Armageddon, more like I'ma get it on. That is so dumb. Okay. Thank God Liv Tyler did not call Ben Affleck daddy during that Aerosmith scene, or else the entire 90s decade would be canceled right now. Look, if I put on I Don't Want to Miss a Thing and you don't feel a thing, you are a goddamn terrorist and you should be labeled as such. USA. Armageddon was a movie that put Billy Bob goddamn Thornton in a government role, but made him look like the most competent guy in the room. Do you understand how goddamn difficult that is? Do you? No. But Michael Bay does. Why? Because Michael Bay is the only man on God's green earth that'll put oil drillers in space to drill a hole in a goddamn asteroid, then carefully take a nuclear bomb, put it inside, detonate it with enough time to leave and save the world. He thought that was a good idea. And he thought Billy Bob Thornton could run NASA. But we bought it. Look, this is the thing. This was before Trump, okay? So we had no idea how bad it could get. But now we have Sling Blade for goddamn president. And that was not a joke against disabilities. That was a joke about having that much privilege, but still deciding you're not going to take any medicine. Please speak to a health professional. The world needs you. Help us, Bruce Willis. So dumb. All right, man. For my next pick, I went with Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction was great. All right. And Samuel Jackson was so badass that Quentin Tarantino used the N-word and black people were like, at least he had Sam Jackson. At least he had Sam Jackson. And look, he did the exact same damn shit in Django Unchained. But again, black folks were like, he deserved that Oscar. That's a good win. He deserved that. So look, the only way to have an N-word pass is to have Samuel Jackson pass by screen. Samuel Jackson cancels out all racism because there's a time to laugh and then there's a time to kill. Protect all women and stop using the goddamn N-word. All in all, music, movies, when you put those two together, they create magic. Sometimes the magic is good enough to create a classic on its own. Other times the magic is just enough to save a piece of shit like Flash Gordon. Rest in peace, Freddie Mercury. Look, here's the thing. If you have a favorite movie, then I guarantee you have a favorite song from the movie. But if you're one of the very rare people that don't have a favorite song from a movie, then you, again, are a goddamn terrorist and you need to be labeled as such. USA, US goddamn A. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you all for showing up to Monday Night Tops. We do this every Monday at 8 o'clock Central Time. Make sure that you check us out. Check out everything we do on Big Laughs Comedy. Stick around because we're gonna do a few more scenes. I love y'all. Don't be problematic. Y'all use condoms. Good night.